Hey everybody, what is going on? It is Dunbar Snackbar here with MLB 2K12, and we have got the farewell to the Chris Rose series. As I mentioned in the Timmons one, this is kind of hard for me to swallow here, that I'm going to be done doing Chris Rose, because this was a great opportunity for me to get to know all of you a little bit more. It was really through Chris Rose that I got to do my Q&A sessions and things like that, which I'm kind of hoping that when I go ahead and do the Kevin Millar series, that I can continue to do that as well, do a Q&A. Because here's the thing. So when I'm going ahead and I'm doing the Chris Rose videos, I always want to try to do something a little bit different, because it's really tough to commentate through all the things that are taking place here with just pitch after pitch after pitch, swings and misses, outside, inside, whatever it may be. All right, so I always use this as an opportunity for me to go ahead and make some things up here with the channel. And so for this video, while I go ahead and I say farewell to Chris Rose, I wanted to get your guys' opinions on what I should go ahead and do for MLB 13, the show, when I go ahead and play as Kevin Millar. Now remember, Kevin Millar is going to end up being a knuckleball pitcher. If you guys didn't get a chance to check out my reveal video, but kind of want to keep doing Q&As every once in a while. I get asked some good questions too, but there are a lot of repeats, like who's your favorite team, who's your favorite player, things like that. So I didn't know what you guys had in mind. I mean, I was trying to talk with Tom. We had a few ideas on what I could do during this, because I always listen to Tom's advice. He's a great person, and so very, very helpful with a lot of that stuff. But I kind of wanted to get you guys in on this as well. If I'm going ahead and I'm playing Chris Rose, it's granted during the commentary, as I mentioned, I really can't do too much. What would you guys like me to talk about? Or what would you like me to do? So make sure that you guys go ahead and comment below on that. So pretty excited here about today. My copy of MLB The Show should be arriving in the mail. I got to double check everything. I'm kind of worried now that I think about it that it's not going to be in the mail, but like I said, I just got to check my email, see if I have anything from Best Buy saying that it's in the mail, and it should be here today. But now I'm all worried. A lot of cool things, a lot of big changes as well. So hopefully you guys are excited about that. If you didn't get a chance to see the reveal video, let me give you the brief rundown real quick about how things are going to be going in the show, because I kind of wanted to expand some things beyond that 4-minute video that I did. So with franchise mode, remember, it's going to be the Braves. I think it's going to be very cool. You don't have Chipper Jones anymore, who has been their leader for a lot of years and one of the best switch hitters in all of baseball. He's not going to be there, so there's a pretty big void that's going to have to be filled by somebody. I think that'll be kind of cool. You got the Upton brothers who are going to be playing together, a tremendous division in the National League East. You've got the Nationals, you've got the Phillies. It's going to be crazy how it all ends up. So that's going to be a great division to be able to play in. Yeah, so there's really not too much to talk about with the Braves, except that your guys' opinion really weighed in. I mean, I had it down to 2 teams. It was the Dodgers and the Braves. And you guys overwhelmingly voted the Braves, which that surprised me, to be honest. I thought I was going to have more Dodger fans than I was going to have Braves fans. But, hey, Braves is going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited about that. Lou Gehrig is going to be my position player. So with Lou Gehrig, I do have a couple concerns, one of which is him being a first baseman. That's how Timmons actually started out. But a lot of people were like, Dunbar, first base really isn't that much fun to watch from a defensive standpoint. You got to mix it up. So I went ahead and I moved him to, I think it was shortstop. And they were like, people were like, hey, that's what you did with Squints Palladores. You got to mix it up even more. And so I went ahead and I moved him to center field. So I'm going to see how Lou Gehrig does at first base. I think I'm going to keep him there. I'd like him to end up dressing up in a Yankees uniform, but I know in Road to the Show you have a pretty strong chance of getting traded, and it's a lot harder to get up to the major leagues. But we'll see how it goes. I'm excited about that, which I've been saying actually quite a bit that I'm excited. And then Kevin Millar is going to be my pitcher. I'm going to go with the knuckleball quite a bit, which is actually working out pretty well right here with Chris Rose, but that'll be fun to just throw the knuckleball a whole bunch. And with Kevin Millar, I'm going to put him on the Red Sox, too. Same thing. I mean, he's going to end up getting traded more than likely, but I would hope not, because the Braves are the Red Sox. The Red Sox are a knuckleball-friendly team, especially with Tim Wakefield, all that they did for him, all that he did for them. Gosh, it is almost 4 o'clock in the morning, you guys. I think I might have finally got my Blue Yeti mic to work. So, yeah, not smart of me for staying up this late, especially with the show coming out tomorrow. It's going to be another late night for me. But I know a lot of you have been asking, and I've said this in a few videos, and I'm just going to make it clear. Everybody's like, what are you doing for 2K13? I am not purchasing MLB 2K13, and I will not be playing MLB 2K13 on the channel. I just think that when it comes to entertaining videos for you, I have a higher chance of providing you some good stuff with the show than I do with MLB 2K13. So a lot of us baseball commentators are kind of united in that thought. I know not everybody is as fortunate as me who, got a PlayStation 3 for Christmas for the whole purpose of playing the show. But those of us, or I guess I can't say us anymore, but for those who do have the Xbox only, the 2K13 is the only choice. I understand. I mean, I don't want to say like I'm really knocking on it or anything like that. It's just I think that the show is going to be a better choice for me. So, all right, we're going to take a break here. So Chris Rose is here in the 5th inning. We're up 1-0, which is an absolute surprise that my team has gone ahead and the Indians have gotten 1 run early on in the game, because usually we're just tied at 0 right now. I really don't have too much confidence in the Indians getting me some base hits and getting me some runs as well. But I'm holding my own here. I'm getting a lot of strikeouts, actually. So when it goes for the last video of Chris Rose, I'm actually doing a pretty good job here. Oh, man, you had to dive, and you had to miss that. That was like the same one almost in Timmy Timmons, where the right fielder dives, misses it, and it ends up being a triple, and there's runs that come off of it. So I guess I've been on both sides of the coin with that missed diving catch. But, all right. So back to the channel. Let's see. I'm making sure I got everything taken care of. Sorry, this is not the best video, but it's 4 o'clock in the morning, and my notes are kind of gone now. But, man, I'm hoping that we have a lot of fun with the Kevin Millar one. That's why I want your guys' opinion and things like that. Deep down, I was always hoping that Chris Rose or Kevin Millar would see something like this and like tweet me something like, that's really cool that you're doing that or something. But it never came to fruition. At least not with Chris Rose. We've still got another year with Kevin Millar. We're going to see what happens. Another strikeout, by the way, for Chris Rose on that knuckleball. Gosh, 64 miles an hour, too. A lot of these hitters, they're swinging way too early for that one. And then I got a 96-mile-an-hour fastball, which can get upwards to 97, 98. You know how crazy that would be? Man. I don't know, and I think with the more time I'm going to spend with Kevin Millar, I think when all is said and done, he's going to be tremendous, because with the way that I'm revamping the channel and everything like that, I should have some more opportunities to be able to play these baseball games, since I'm going to be cutting down a lot of the other series that I'm doing. So, I mean, basically what it comes down to is I'm going to be rotating NBA, football, like Madden and NCAA, and the show. So I'm going to have upwards of... Let's see. Might be 4. Yeah, I'm going to have 4 different series going on with the show, being franchise mode, the 2 Road to the Shows, which is my player, and also Diamond Dynasty. I've dabbed around in Diamond Dynasty just a little bit, and I found it to be pretty exciting. But the thing is from a standpoint of being able to post videos, I mean, if you're not familiar with Road to the Show, with Diamond Dynasty, see, 4 o'clock in the morning. If you're not familiar with Diamond Dynasty, basically it's like Ultimate Team, but for baseball. And I think I could do some better commentary with that one, because I know a lot of the players and their tendencies and things like that. Whereas with Madden, I mean, I know some of the players, but not everybody. And I guess even in MLB, I don't know everybody, but I think it's got a lot of potential. And then, well, I guess you can kind of count it as 5, because Tom and I are going to be doing a talk show together where we discuss baseball. It's actually something that came from your guys' feedback. You're like, hey, when are you going to start doing Let's Talk Baseball again? You guys seem to really like it when I did Let's Talk Baseball last season. So I want to go ahead and, I wanted to keep that going this season, but I just didn't have the time. And then when Tom was talking about doing something, we were both like, why don't we just do this together? I mean, if we're both going to be doing a project very similar to each other, why don't we just come together on something, and make it exciting? So we recorded the first episode yesterday, and I've got to go ahead and edit it out, but we're going to go ahead and show it on his channel and on mine. So expect some stuff around that as well, where we discuss baseball. We haven't actually come up with a name for it yet, but we're actually going to leave that up to the fans. So you're going to have to wait for that to come out before you guys can comment on what you'd want it to be called. But that will be fun. A lot of good things actually happening for the channel. Kind of trimming some things up so I don't have as much going on, but at the same time, kind of going back to my roots, focusing on baseball and things like that, because I was dabbing around in NHL and FIFA. I recognized I was having some significant problems doing some commentary. A lot of repetition, a lot of blank thoughts, like what do I talk about next? How do I make this exciting? And I think that if I was bigger fans of the sports and, if I had watched some more games, I might come with something. Oh, it goes off of Chris Rose's foot. And gosh, I'm going to go ahead and end the inning. But yeah, I mean, if I was more into the sports and I kind of knew a little bit more what was going on and listened to some commentators and stuff like that, I might have been able to put together my own type of style that I could have gone ahead and, done for those videos, but I didn't. I kind of dropped the ball. Speaking of dropping the ball, gosh, now it's going to get a runner on first here in the bottom of the 8th with no out. So once again, I'm forced to try and, prevent the, dang it, laying down the bunt. And what's really frustrating is I tried to throw over to first, but the computer wouldn't let me. Whatever. This is the last episode of Chris Rose. I shouldn't be like that. I'm sorry. This was actually a ton of fun. Getting to know you guys through this and for giving you guys a chance to be able to get to know me a little bit more. I mean, this series was special in that regard. So just like I said with Timmy Timmons, I mean, it's emotional to say this is the last episode and that we're going to wrap things up with this series. But at the same time, a lot of exciting things to come. And we're all going to go through this together. So hopefully all of this kind of lays out the plans here for the future of the channel. Let you guys know where I stand on things, and hopefully you guys do too. You guys have been absolutely supportive of all the changes that I've wanted to make. And I think you guys have understand, why I'm going with certain changes and things like that. So your guys' understanding has been ridiculously helpful. I can't thank you enough. Like, honestly, when I was taking a look at the video for me announcing that I was going to be the Braves, I literally thought that there was going to be just a ton of dislikes because there's 30 teams out there. I'm choosing one, and the Braves might not be your team. But some of you were like, all right, yeah, I'm a fan of such and such team, but I can respect you playing as the Braves. That sounds like that might actually be exciting. So it's cool that you guys are on board with me. I can't thank you guys enough. You guys are some of the most loyal fans on YouTube, and I'm very lucky that you guys come across my channel on a daily basis or whatever it is to watch some of these videos. You guys are great. All right, so in the 9th inning, I'm going to end up getting pulled here after I get that strikeout. So we do end up winning. It takes 10 innings, but it's going to be a score of 3-1. So I appreciate you guys watching. This is it for Chris Rose. But we got some great stuff coming up tomorrow when I get MLB 13 to show. But thanks again for watching, everybody. I appreciate it. Subscribe if you haven't already. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, all that great jazz. Just check the description below. Sorry, I'm not my usual energetic self, but it's 4 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, I got to go to bed. So thanks, guys, and I'll talk to you later. Have a good one.